Hello YouTubers, welcome to my video, and today I've got a very short video about binding method. Okay, so let us go straight to the points. Okay, I've got here a character's hand here. I've got only two, like a hand and a palm. Okay, so I'm gonna show you different binding methods which you can use. So for example, when we draw a character and the character has only, you use like only one drawing here from here to here, and then you want to manipulate this separate, like upper arm and then the lower arm different, then we need to use this binding method. We will bind this by using the points. Okay, so first things first, we are going to group these into group with selection. So that means our hand, everything is grouped inside, and then I'm going to convert this to bone. Okay, let me give a name for this, and I will say like it's a right hand. Okay, right hand. Okay, so once I've finished doing that, I'm going to add bone. So the first bone I'm going to add, I will add bone from here, going down here and here. Okay, so the first bone, it's gonna be here, second bone here, and the last one, it's going to be here. Okay, for the purpose of this video, I just need to add a control bone. In that situation, I can just do like a point here, and then I need to parent everything. So for example, here I need to remove this parent, and this one, let me click this one, and then parented this with this control bone. Okay, so when we manipulate this, Moho automatically bind everything's automatic bonds. Okay, for example, like this, everything is bound automatically. Okay, right, so the palm here, you can see that it's not doing anything at the moment, but don't worry about that. This is the reason we are going to bind this. Okay, you can see here everything is fine. Sometimes you get this, but when you go this side, it's not working correctly. Okay, so now while I'm in this bone layer, I'm going to click the hand. Okay, once I click the hand, you can see everything's here is like in green, nothing is highlighted. Okay, now because this bone is already selected here, you can see the red bone is already selected. I'm just going to use shift in my keyboard and then go to bone tools here, and you can see this bind point, or it says I. Okay, I'm gonna click that while I have clicked a shift in my keyboard. Now I can let go my keyboard. Now you can see lasso mode is activated here. I'm just gonna leave lasso mode activated because I need to go around like this. So when you activate the lasso, this is how you get it. Okay, so once you have done that, you can see these points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this bone is highlighted. Then you go up here and click bind points. So only the highlighted point, you can see that been bound in this. If you manipulate this, okay, you won't get something different like before, but you can see, so this one controls only the bone down, control the part of the bone down. Nothing is being controlled there. Of course, when you move it, because we have strength, you can see that the top bone also is moving, but this is only for that. Okay, so we are going to do the same for the palm here. Okay, so I click the palm here, and then I need to click the bone. So the bone, you won't see it, but this is the bone here. You can see the bone is here. Okay, so usually I will click shift and then click bind point. You can see now it's highlighted in blue, and then go to lasso and go around to bind this. Now I can click bind point. in that situation, if I manipulate that, this will work. You can see now, before it was not working. So only the palm is being controlled, and this one control this, and the top one we have not bound yet, but we can go on and bind if we want. So for example, I'm going to click the top bone here, and then shift in my keyboard, click, go back here, shift in my keyboard. You can see here the red mean the bound somewhere, but this one not yet. So shift in my keyboard, click bind here. When I click bind, you can see again these highlighted that the only bottom part here or lower part is the one which is bound. Now I'm going to bind these points. You can still select even these two here. So for example, I can still do this to bind the points. It doesn't affect much, and then click bind. So in that situation, this been bound here and also bound in here. So when we manipulate now, you see it's much better. It's not gonna affect much on there. Even if the other side, okay, we still need to use smart bone to calculate to make everything correct. But now you can see this is how I bound this by using point binding method. Okay, the next things what you need to do is just to adjust to do the smart bone. This is very important. So when we manipulate this, you can see the hand like is squeezing somehow, especially when you go this side. Okay, so what you need to do, you're gonna go to your main bone here, and then let us select this one because this is the culprit, and then we are going to click. You see when you select this bone, it's a B2 because this is the name of this. So go to action, smart action, you go to new action here. Also it says B2. You can give a name if you want, but you don't have to. I'm just gonna leave like a B2 and click OK. So slide, for example, slide to 24 here, your timeline, and then go to bone transformation bone tools, and then do this to the here. Even you can go all the way here. Okay, and then go back to the hand now, use transformation tools for the layer, and then click this point and bring it up, bring just like this. Okay, you can adjust this as well, just like that, to make the curve right. You can use curvature tools also. Yeah, so that looks like a proper bend for the hand. If you want to adjust slightly here, you can still do. You can do anything now with the smart bone here. Okay, so when we move the slider back, you can see now the bone, the hand is moving correctly. Okay, you can go ahead, first go to main line. You can go ahead and add another smart bone while this is selected. Okay, this is selected, go to another smart action, make sure you have selected the bone. Okay, go to smart action B2 because B1 is already the other side. Go back to slide this to slide number to number second 24. Go to bone transformation tools. Now we are going to rotate the hand in the other direction all the way here. Okay, after that go to hand, layer, go to transformation tools or click T in your keyboard and click only this point to drag it up like that. If you're not happy with this, you can definitely reduce that and do the just like this. Now when you reach this situation, it's just for you to look to get the skeleton from somewhere else to make sure this is how the hand is supposed to bend. So you can adjust anything here. Actually, we didn't need this point from when we created this hand, but it is okay. Okay, so now you can see the hand works correctly. Okay, go to main, double click the main, Now let us manipulate this. Go to manipulate tools, and look, the hand is perfect now in all direction, even here, everything. Anything you're not happy, for example, like here, if you're not happy the way it bend, you can adjust it in Smart Bone. Same thing, it happens. We didn't need to do anything with this, and you see it works correctly. So this is how to use point binding method. It is very useful if you have if you don't want so many layers in your animation, so you can only draw this, and even you can use this one as the same hand as well, but I like to draw palm different. Okay, now this is one method. This is point binding method. Next one, I'm gonna show you bind layer method. So I hope you enjoy this and you have understood, and if you've got any question, please put it in a comment and I will be happy to explain. Thank you for watching again, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.